Only 3 years into gigging, a ska and two-tone band will be headlining on the Isle of Wight at the Lambretta Day. And joining us in the studio to tell us more are some of the band members. We've got Dan, Wayne and Phil. But first of all, we're just going to hear a taster of their music. Well, guys, that's great. I mean, first of all, I suppose, for anybody that doesn't know, what is ska?
Ska is a form of Jamaican pop music, if you will. It's probably about the 50s, where there was a rich heritage of folk music called mento, but they started picking up radio signals from the radio stations in America, who were playing a lot of swing music and some R&B, so people like Fats Domino. But what they did in the sun of Jamaica is they kind of translated it into a slightly different kind of rhythm, a kind of an upbeat rhythm, which just took off and went, absolutely crazy. So it's sort of it's an early precursor to reggae, which is a lot slower. Ska's a lot faster, and what would happen was they would have a big culture in the studios where musicians would record this stuff, and it would be put out on these records and played in sound systems, and there was a competition for who could have the biggest sound system, the loudest sound system, and that's where ska sort of originated from that Jamaican culture.
And Wayne, you were saying earlier that the kind of the style that you guys tend to go for is more of the sort of 80s revival of the movement.
Yeah, I think we're more influenced by the British bands of the early 80s, Madness, Specials, The Beat, Bad Manners, and they kind of took their influence from the original ska music and put a little bit of a British twist on, which is kind of, like the Beatles taking Buddy Holly and Elvis and doing their thing on that. It's kind of like what those bands did. So that's certainly when I got into the music, yeah. Okay,
and I see as well the sort of your dress for the occasion. So is this the sort of get up that you guys go for when you're performing normally?
Dress for the occasion? I'm in this all the time. Yeah, Fred Perry, Harrington, Levi's, Doc Martens. It's the kind of the British look.
Okay, and we said there as well that you're about to sort of headline some gigs on the Isle of Wight. You're local boys anyway. Yeah. I mean, tell us a bit more about the Lambretta Day that you're doing.
Lambretta Day, yeah, 28th of May. First time we've done the gig. That'll be down at the Pavilion Bar down on the seafront on the Isle of Wight ride. We're on at 10:15. Yes, 10:15. Yeah. Tickets.
Money.
Did you not write that down? Cut that out. I can't remember how much tickets are.
10 quid?
10 quid?
£10.
Okay. Tickets are £10. Tickets £10, but
it's a bargain. Whatever
it is a bargain. It is a bargain. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that one. We're going to do an hour and a half set there, and yeah, we're really looking forward to showing the Isle of Wight what we've got and showing the Scooter Boys that have a good party.
Excellent. I mean, obviously, you guys have got banter with each other, just sat here as a band. I mean, does that transcend into your music as well?
I think it's the other way round. I think it starts in the music and transcends outwards, if that's right.
I guess so.
Yeah, you have to. You're, in a weird kind of way, you're like a little army up on stage, but the good thing is there's no opposition. Everyone's with you, and at the end of the night, most of the audience are on stage with us anyway. So
you're out there with them,
or I'm out there with them. Yeah, it's good time music.
Yeah, that's where the interaction is, I found. I mean, I've not been with the band that long, but every gig is slightly different, and it's usually because of this gentleman here, Wayne, because he will do something that you don't expect in between songs. He might go into a completely different song, or he might just wander out into the crowd and, oh, where's he going? And we just, us on the band, we just have to kind of...
Just got to look around for him.
Yeah, and hope he gets back in time for the last chorus.
Which I always do, I hasten to act.
You've already got a little route plan, you know where you're going.
Yeah, most of the time. People do get in the way, but, they move when I ask them to. So, yeah,
and if not, that's what the Doc Martens come in useful for.
No, I wouldn't go that far, no. Got to polish them up, you don't want to getting them dirty,
And you mentioned a couple of the bands that you guys are kind of influenced by, but do you play sort of a mixture of their music and your own, or is it mainly sort of your own or theirs?
Yeah, it's a mixture of both. Yeah, we do some original stuff, but largely we purloin their back catalogue and sort of put our own twist on it sometimes. Other times...
Most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah. We're faithful sometimes, but other times we do like to put a bit of a spin on it.
It's familiar music, but it's Scar Dogs as well, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a lot of barks
we own a lot of that.
and whistles.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, obviously, we mentioned the gig on the Isle of Wight, but I understand you've got a whole host of local gigs coming up as well.
There's lots coming up. You can check out our Facebook page. We've got loads of. I think our profile pictures are our gig list.
Okay, brilliant.
Yeah, we want to get as many local people as we can. We've got a double headline gig coming up at the Rifle Club on the 2nd of June.
Yeah.
That's a £10 gig as well.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Seems like it won't be
it's a good price. It's a fair price for a good band. This is double headliner, so you've got 2 bands. You've got Strumpet Town as well, who do soul, northern soul. They're doing a full set. We're doing a full set. So yeah, £10 bargain price for
Perfect
that.
value. Perfect double header.
Brilliant value.
So you've got 2 bands that complement each other well. They're slightly different type of music, but they go well together.
Yeah.
Hand in hand.
It's mod scene, really. Yeah, that's what we're covering with that. And then on the 24th of June, we're at the 1865 in Southampton for a 12-hour event. We're not doing the full 12 hours. We'd like to, but they want to put other bands on for some reason. I can't think why.
I suppose they've got to.
But yeah, that's the 1865 as well.
Brilliant, right. Well, that's amazing, guys. I mean, we wish you all the very best of luck with that. Please do come back and let us know how you get on. But for now, that's all we've got time for. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.